Hello, hello. Hello folks, how we doing out there? Thank you for the likes. Sorry, but I could not see the little numbers. How's everybody doing today? I hope I have, all messages turned on. That way I can talk to each and every one of you. How is the Saturday? Beginning out, folks. 2 people, 2 lives. That's 100%. I like that. We have just finished, 3.4 miles trail here, and uneventfully that we have to turn around and come back. I am exactly 1 mile on the return trail here. You guys can see that little eagle there. Pretty nice. So I have done about 4.4 so far. I'm going to find me a little spot to have a seat, pop out the old camping cookware set, do me a little 8-minute meal while I'm talking to you fine folks out there. I hope I'm not swirling and twirling. We're going to hang out for just a little bit. Somebody say hello in the chat to make sure it's working. I would appreciate that. There we go. Hello, Nancy. Thank you very much. I have done everything with the GoPro this morning, so like I said in the video, several times I have walked an entire trail just to find out that the camera had shut off, or I had no audio, or the battery was dead. But it turned out to be a great day. How was your Saturday, Nancy? Hopefully you're not working. I could flip you around for a little bit if you'd like to see what I'm seeing, but pretty easy trail here. Just kind of testing out the GoPro and just chilling close to home today. Barely getting a little bit breezy right now, but kind of always breezy here on the river. Well, good deal. Taking care of the house. It's biker season, folks. I had that grandbaby until about 11 o'clock this morning, and Mrs. D woke up, so I said I'm going to get a hike in close to home. How's everybody else doing on this fine Saturday, folks? Let me give you a little panoramic. We do have someone sneaking up on us here today, so crazy out there. But I'm going to find me a spot and have me a cup of coffee and a little bit of flavored noodles. Thank you, folks, for those thumbs up. I just wish you guys would talk a little bit more. I know you have questions, and maybe I have answers. Nancy, can you see anybody asking questions that I can't? Beautiful little spot there to take a break. Yep. We like the lurkers, though. We should have all the talking is free, and lurking should cost them a little something. But I'm glad they're here. Just being in the room does help me out. Everything I got on me is rattling. You can probably hear it in the video. But it looks like my Monday morning is going to be a little busy. 4 or 5 different trees down through here, so I'll have to come through and clean that stuff up. Hello, Ray. How are you doing today, sir? I'm about to fix me some lunch too here. What is Diego having for lunch today? That's cool, that's cool. When you listen, you come up with better ideals. Gives you a chance to think before we speak. My wife tells me I should listen a whole lot more before I start to speak. I don't know whatever she means by that. I know what you mean. I set no alarm this morning and still woke up at 5:30. There's no going back from waking up, I'll tell you that. Yeah, we got, I don't know if the live will make it that far, but we got a lot of things down here that the wind has taken down. And you can see here that what the wind doesn't take down, the beavers are working on. Lots of beavers. Couple big ones over the hill there. I mean, they are everywhere. Yeah, I caught, well, I talked to you a little bit there, but it was already dark. I got a bunch of bird houses and a couple bat houses I need to get up down through here. Oh, but the wind is picking up nice. Any plans for today, Ray, besides hanging out at home? Well, we got about a half a mile, guys, before we get back to the first rest area. You got a pit, you can have a fire there in the backyard. Hello, Burks, how are you doing? How's the fishing going? Are you guys out there all weekend for the fishing? Well, people say they do that. I'm not too in on those vape trails and stuff, but I mean, that stuff has been happening since way before I was born, so I think if it hasn't got me by now, it's not going to get me. The honeysuckles are in bloom, folks. First sign of green that we have already. Oh, you'll be ready to catfish from the bank now. We got honeysuckles greening up and the, I think it's called wild garlic coming up from the ground in the path. But I'm next weekend, I've got a little camping trip planned, but next weekend is get the camper set back up and get ready to roll, guys. I got to get to camping and to fishing. Been a long winter, it seems like. Yeah, I figured I'd better get mine in before lunch, because I'm gonna do a little cooking session here in just a few minutes. And that will probably slow my walk down, but I should end up with about 6.8 miles here today, which is pretty good. I got one person behind me and one in front of me now. It was pretty quiet when I first started. Not a problem, Ray. Take your time. Nancy Drew, do you have pets at home? How about you, Burks? An outdoorsman, you gotta have a good dog you take with you any places. A lot of catfish laying in this canal. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he had a long and happy life. There you go. That makes for a happy pup. Even though he might have been 10 years old, he's still your pup. One kitty cat. We have 2 cats inside the house. The wife's pets. She wants a Maine Coon. She's been looking for about a year for a fully registered one. Seems like everything we find online is turns out to be a scam. They want you to send money and there's no animal there, so. But as spring rolls around, you know, it seems like everybody's plans get changed around, so hopefully we're still going to make it out west. If not, my plan B is a 5-state loop in about 20 days' time. Figured I would spend 2 nights, drive to the next spot, spend 2 nights, drive to the next spot. See how many campgrounds I could get in. Yeah, it definitely has to be something that has paperwork on it. I know they are, some of them are a little bit expensive out there, but she wants to get a young one, you know. That way it can grow with the grandbabies and kind of grow old with us. I would do appreciate that. Would that be in Indiana? Your cousin? Cool. I mean, it would make a nice YouTube video, I think, if we drove across country, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, somewhere, just to get my wife a cat. That way, at least I know she would definitely go. Not too far, folks. I'm about another 1/4 mile here, and I'm going to stop and do a little lunch. I hope the signal is still holding strong. usually pretty good out here. It's back when you get on the blacktop inside the park that makes it so bad. And you could probably just email me that info if she has it on the supplier or the breeder to my email here on this channel. That would be cool. All right, we're closing in on spot number 4, folks. Yeah, I'm going to be stopping right here in just a second. Hopefully it's all right if I drop over the hill. I think 4 had about the best service of all of them out here. Had to give the guy in front of me time to walk a little further, and maybe the one behind me will walk through and pass. Let me know, Nancy, when I get down here if it's okay before I take everything off and get set up. What a great view. How is it right now? Pretty good? Is that good? Or have I completely lost you? There we go. Good job. Good job. I'm going to set you up on a little pedestal here. I'm hoping that's better. Sweaty, sweaty. But anywho, we will set up the little luncheon again. If you don't mind hanging out and waiting while I cook. I will set this one up and see if I can see you any better. Doop-a-doop. Too bad I have to log out to find myself, huh? here we go. I think we're ready now. But you guys seen this little setup the other day. I put it in my links. If we got campers out there that want to check it out, just let me know. Oh, maybe the other person turned around, went the other way. Pretty cool little setup though. Just as around, full circle. The little lips come out. We gotta turn it all the way out here. There we go, there we go. I think I'm gonna make me a little cup of coffee first. Today, fettuccine and a little bit of sauce. If you can see that or not. Butter sauce, delicious. $15 ounces of water. Welcome back, Ray. Welcome back. A little fettuccine and butter sauce, Ray. As soon as the coffee water gets hot. Hello, Naji. Pulled pork. I wish I had some, man. One of my favorites. But it's a beautiful little place. Great little trail here. Pretty handy. Amazon. They didn't make such child-proof packages, I tell you. Save that for a coffee stir stick. How's everybody doing this weekend? What is going on and what's your plan out there? I know it's only half the day through Saturday, but what is the plan, folks? What is the plan? Couldn't ask for a better day, that's for sure. Turned out beautiful. Sounds like I like to eat like Diego. Oh, what we got here? 10 people in the room, 8 thumbs up, folks. Double tap that screen. Let me know what's going on out there. I hope you can still hear me. I'm not too far away. But this is half a mile in, so 3 1/8, 2 back. 5.4 miles in right now. Yeah, make him healthy. Means I have about 1.25 miles left to get back to the vehicle. Come on, boil, baby, boil. Yeah, for about 3 months there, right? That's all I ate. Meat and eggs. Meat and eggs. I cut out all greens, all vegetables. I dropped like 22 pounds, but a lot of it was muscle that I dropped too, so I didn't like that very much. I went back to adding like 2 salads a week, and here come the weight back, just like that. Can you hear the ducks or the train in the background? Got some big sycamores on this trail. Yeah, I found out just by cutting out the bread alone, man, I was doing so much better on my diet. Welcome in, folks. We only got 9 people, but we got 10 thumbs up. What's going on out there? I had 5 eggs this morning for breakfast. Nothing else. Mrs. D usually makes me a dozen boiled eggs for the week. They go pretty good, but I have been getting a few salads incorporated back in my diet, so boiled eggs on a head of lettuce. All works out good. everybody getting quiet again? Or everybody got hungry? Which is it? It says I have 6 hours left, man. Only 10% of the battery, so the battery is definitely going to be the problem here. Oh, the weather. It is summertime now, Ray. No going back. Pretty much done with that, so hot, hot, hot. All right. Too hot. Gotta have the coffee. Turn her up a little bit and bring it to a boil. Get my noodles in there, man. Supposed to be a 10-minute meal. Well, evidently both people turned around and went the opposite way. I've seen nobody come through since. Definitely hot. There's those fighter jets you were talking about, Ray. How we doing, Sosa? We're having a little hiking, camping cookout today. What are you doing on this fine Saturday? Baking soda peroxide. That is our word for the day. Oh yeah, well, we done decided in Ohio that there will be no more winters this year. I mean, we might even stretch that into 2027. That would be pretty great. Get a little closer if I can see what I'm doing. That's good coffee. For a Saturday, it's pretty peaceful out here, but I think that little chill this morning kind of slowed the people down a little bit. We're getting all these thumbs up, but no new people talking to us. So, what are you doing today, man? Talk to us. Are you actually going to do that? I think Woody, Nomadic Camper, is planning the same thing out in Arizona. Believe me, if I could find some land, I would join you. I have, well, the one guy was in the live the other night, supposed to be checking on a place for me down in Bay County. But I have called 3 different realtors down there, 3 different counties, all up north. I don't want to be down anywhere near mid-Florida or below. And I got good prices on land, but you just gotta kind of do your diligence down there, you know. You can pay $40,000 for a 10-acre spot, but then they're going to charge you $10,000 a year to have insurance on it. Permit after permit after permit, man. You buy a piece of land down there, you got to put in a septic tank before you can pull anything in on it. So there's the first $10,000, $15,000, and then they want you to put in a well, in which you pay 10, 15 grand to put in a well, and you don't own the water that's underneath the land, so they could come in and use that if they had to. It's a crazy world. It's the good type of live to have. We got 7 people in here. We're all sitting around just listening, doing what we need to be doing. Don't cost us anything to be in here. It doesn't slow us down. We should just take turns rotating and communicating with each other. Let everybody know how the day is going. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, probably, I would say I like to get started about 8 o'clock. I will do my probably about a 2.5 or 3 hour drive live in the morning, and it's going to be wide open. I know some people don't stick around for those, but I try to have one live a week where you can say anything you want about anything you want. You know, you still can't be rude or disrespectful or be calling people names, but tomorrow's live we'll talk about politics, religion, whatever they want, you know, and I leave those open for Sunday, and I have yet to get anybody to want to come in and talk about any of that stuff. But I have a normal live where we don't want to hear it, and then I get people popping in left and right that you have to block. But no blocking tomorrow if they're a decent folk. Come in and, you know, tell me who you like for the next president, and then I'll have you explain why. What's so good about that person? But that's on Sundays only. So if you got a conversation you want to get rolling, come on in. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Going back down in the Columbus area, we have a state bowling championship tomorrow. There you go, man. Multitasking. You do your eggs over easy, over medium, or do you prefer them scrambled? Didn't take this baby long to steam, did it? And I will probably use up the rest of my water and make another cup of coffee. Welcome in, everyone. If you haven't said hello, please do so. Say hello to everybody in the room. We will talk to you. You just got to talk to us first and let us know you're here. Hey, Nomadic, what's going on, Woody? I think we just mentioned you a minute ago. Talking about next winter's hibernation plans. How's your day going, Woody? We've got just over 5 miles in, another 1.25 miles to go. Hello, Putty Cat. We're in the wrong state for moonshine, Putty Cat. We're getting a little water boiling, putting on a little noodle and pasta dinner. I think I'm going to start doing a lot more of these little hiking lunch, especially if I can find the longer trails, 5 mile or more. You're going to take off early tomorrow, I know, Woody. I'll be going live about 8 a.m. if you want to listen to me on your route. I'll be headed down to Columbus. Yeah, it's pretty nice here. I think it's supposed to get to 68. A little chilly, but I don't think I'll think it'll make 68. I got to keep the toboggan down on my ears. Stocking cap. Thank you for those thumbs up, folks. I gotta wait to hit for the time to change. That way I can get my noodles started. There we go. Jared, how are you? Yep. Well, that's a lot going on, Jared. Thanks for filling us in on that. Thank you, my friend. What's the old saying? Sometimes the best path is the road well taken, or the road or path of least resistance. You know what I'm talking about. Hit that thumbs up for me, Jared, and hang out for a bit. Save a little bit of water to wash out my utensils, but the road less traveled, right? I know there's a lot of sayings out there I could probably mess up. That happened about 15 times the other day while filming. Every time you touch the tripod, the camera pops out. Now I can't see how many people's in here. 8, 14 thumbs up. Yeah, I've noticed that about YouTube. The likes just get less and less and less. Oh well. Nothing we can do about it. It's all YouTube. Well, that depends on what it is. If it's something we can help you with, we definitely will be willing. If it's something silly, we'll probably just delete you. So I'll leave that up to you. Sunday mornings is usually the time we have silly chat. So if it's something that shouldn't be said, save it for tomorrow. But if it's a original question, please go ahead and ask. And I appreciate the young man comment. We have a lot of young people in here. First of all, how you doing today, sir? Am I to believe now that you're not going to ask the question? Oh, well, sorry, ma'am. Dana Mays, is that right? Then ask your question, ma'am. We have women in the chat here. If I can't help you, I'm sure they can. And where are you from out there? Northwest Ohio here. Hot. gave him your phone to talk to anybody. Well, I don't know what that has to do with insecure. He's insecure about the relationship. You gave him your phone to show that who you were talking to, or to give him a chance to call somebody. He doesn't have his own phone. We might have to go a little more in depth. I find out when a person, especially a guy, I can only say that for myself, are only insecure when they really, really like someone. Once you get to know them, like insecure. That sounds a little more like jealousy to me, but I mean, if he asked the person who he called and they said you didn't, and you say you didn't, that's good enough. I mean, and I'm a fond believer, if you're getting into a relationship from someone, what they done before you met them should be none of your business. I mean, as long as you're open with him and told him that, you know, you wasn't a criminal and you didn't do nothing bad, so yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to prove yourself to someone you just met, that's for sure. Like Nomadic says, maybe looking elsewhere would be the thing to do. Well, and that's just it. You know you done nothing wrong, so yeah. No. I don't think you have to. Would you have to pay for that? I'm sure there's plenty of places out there that train people that will give you the opportunity to come in for free to have someone trained. Cook for 8, stir for 2 more, guys. Let her cool down just a little bit. We're going to warm up some more coffee water here. Yeah, like what it says, man. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to anyone. I wish you could see how cheesy these noodles are, guys. It's a pretty good spot to fish here, Woody. If you ever make it up this way, Woody, this is spot number 4, back trail. I put up a 10 by 10 platform here. Nice hammock post if you need it, but nice water to fish in here through the summertime. I mean, some people would actually think that, hey, I like this person so much that I'm willing to do anything, but you really shouldn't have to. So I'll go with Woody too. That's the old Maumee there, Woody. Ooh, hot. And I can't believe how hot the bottom of that pan gets. She's running wide and deep right now. Now, Dana, when you called me a young man, was that just being nice, or are you actually older than me? I mean, it's quick and easy, man. We take that with us there and do a little tailgating, you know. Pretty good stuff. 33. Well, that's good stuff. That's all I can say. I could probably drink it like a soup, but the can's so hot. Hot, hot, hot. That's right, Nancy. We're old. Nomadic is wise. I'm just old. It's funny, I have two phones side by side. Hello, Cindy. How you doing? And one phone is about a minute behind the other. Cindy, we're eating noodles on the riverbank. It's not the Great Mississippi or the Kentucky River, whichever one you fish on down there. But it's good. Tennessee. I missed it by 2 states. It's a beautiful day outside. What's in plan tonight? Saturday night fishing? Were you guys going to have a running of the duck? I think it is about 54 degrees right now, Connor. It ain't gonna make it to 60. Good stuff. Cincinnati, we're on our way, baby. I'll be in Columbus all day tomorrow. Hello, Phil. Where have you been, man? It's not exactly a Marlboro and a pack of rotisserie chicken. Hey, that ain't bad at all, Woody. Hello, Ruffles. How you doing? If I knew that, I would have definitely got one last time I was down there. We vacationed right in Palm Harbor there, so fishing would have been close. Well, good job, Ray. Ray got her done. Ray's cooking too. What happened to Putty Cat? Did he leave us? He's probably out walking on the beach down in Florida. Now that's a big cup of coffee. How is everybody doing today, folks? I'm glad you guys stopping in for a minute. Double shot of coffee there. Well, if you're done cooking, man, he won't be hungry long. I'll be out there hopefully in June there. Hopefully in June. Set her down and save some fuel for the next time, guys. Hot, hot. Whoa, too hot. Diego, he probably missing Star right now, ain't he? I see those guys had a bonding in, whose was it? Maybe Get Living's video there? I wish I had come up with this idea. I would have been a millionaire. Billionaire. Somebody else actually walking. That's good. Mommy. Smart puppy too. Feel we've got about 5.3 miles. About 1.3 to go. Woody, I'll let you know soon. I tried the GoPro last weekend. I had the wrong SD card. It lasted maybe 45 minutes. But I put the good one in today. It said I had 7 hours. Hello, Josh. How we doing? How is New York? today. Doing a little stopover meal on the way back through. The bugs are flying in my coffee. Oh, still hot. Yeah, I think this is the way I would like to do all my hikes from now on. So, what do you get back and we get together? We got to make sure the hike's long enough for me to stop and eat. Well, you're a good cook, Ray. We all knew that. Six point 6. From the truck back to the back was 3.3 miles. So then I got to return. So 6.6 altogether. But it's pretty flat and pretty easy. All right, Phil. You take care out there, man. I was just telling them earlier at 8 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to have an all-in live, so people get to say what they want as long as they're nice. See if we can get the spammers to come in. The cheese is what makes this one good. What are you into today, Josh? Burke's Outdoors was in here earlier. Talked to us for a bit. I think he's out on a fishing adventure. Mm. 19 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Cut some wood. I could have used you here this week. I have 4 big trees down here right now. Jerry has the flu. So he has been not doing much of anything. I usually see him about 8 o'clock. He pops into Old Guy Hustles Live, says hello, but he doesn't stay long. So he wasn't at the bowling alley when there. Yeah, Jerry Ginger, yep. He told me he was sick and not feeling well at all. Husqvarna, baby. All we have here is steel, steel, steel. This place has a contract that they will not break. So we're stuck with them for a while. even though the boss likes Husqvarna so much better. And they do make a bigger, better saw. Well, I hope it's no one you know or no one's getting hurt, no matter if you know them or not. Great little packaging system here. All right, Nomadic, I'm about out of here myself, or I got another mile to walk, but wind's picking up. You have a safe trip tomorrow the next day, and let us all know when you get down there. Still hot. Everybody stay safe, whether you're home or not. Everybody jump back in the morning. 8 a.m., folks. I call it a free-for-all, open chat, open mic day. People have their own ideals, so we're going to let them come in, talk, and explain them. I just don't want to put the coffee away. But we got to get going, folks. Doobie-doo. Before this giant tree falls on us. Can you hear it squeaking? But you folks hanging out in the chat, oh well, like I said, we have a good thing. I've done it for 3 weekends in a row, and I can't get anybody to talk about anything. So it's mostly just the people who want to come in and spam you during a regular live. So you give them a chance to speak and they stay away. And I put it in the video, but I started out today. The backpack was 22.6 pounds. So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to start walking, folks. Somebody please just let me know if you lose signal. Great little area. Well, I don't do politics in a regular live, religion or anything like that. Anything where you're going to have a difference of opinion, which is every situation out there. But I find when we have a chance for open discussion, people don't want to talk about it. So like I said, if it gets that one snapped off, if it gets a little too rambunctious, we'll just shut them down. Backtrack, how you doing? Excuse me. We are out enjoying this Saturday. I think we have about a mile to go. We're doing great here, doing great. I could have just stopped here and had dinner. The old eagle's nest across the river there. One of the biggest main ones. I think we have 4 total inside the park area here. And now I got the coffin. Yeah, like I was saying that earlier, right? That I had took the GoPro and filmed my entire trail, and then get it home, and there'd be like 2 minutes of video on it, and then it kicked off and filmed nothing. So it was kind of like an entire day wasted, you know. Well, it wasn't wasted, but I just couldn't share it. Campsite number 3. A little steeper bank down there to fish from, but still a pretty good spot. I think I was super zoomed. And if you get here early Monday, I'll give you some firewood. That's what I bring out the portage on after April 1st. Oh yeah, they're hard to transfer now, but you can find people that do that. Spot number 2, small and cozy. These are great little spots in the summertime if you just like to kick back and relax. Most of the time, when I go camping, I don't go camping to run all over the place and hang out. Yeah, last weekend's video, I think I had about 12 minutes of carrying my phone down the mountainside. That I didn't even know the phone was on. And sometimes I raise it to do a video and find that it was set for photo. Campsite number 1. That means just a little over a quarter mile back to the trailhead But then we got another 3/4 of a mile back to the truck. "21 thumbs up. 22, thank you folks. Much appreciated." This is the Maumee Erie Wabash Towpath Trail. Starts out in Defiance County, goes into Henry County. I am parked at Independence Dam State Park, Northwest Ohio. Another little baby I gotta clean up. Hello Dave, how are you doing? We were just mentioning you a little bit earlier there. Swanee River, folks. Well, Dave, we are just hitting about 5.5 miles. Almost back to the truck. How was your day, Dave? Yeah, we hit just that 5 mile last weekend, and then I think total it was 6.6 here. But we stopped and done a little lunch snack there, cooking. Pretty easy trail. Oh, it's pretty great here in the summertime, but we get hundreds and hundreds of people that walk this in the wintertime too. This is a small part of, hello Lisa, the Buckeye Trail that circles Ohio. Yeah, a lot of people think, someone was talking about me last night. I was in their live and they were saying, yeah, go over and check out and about. He just gets in his truck and drives around. I'm thinking, well, we do a whole lot more than that, but it's good to get out there, folks. Lisa in the house. But this is a very, very nice trail. Pretty moderate, pretty straight. Walk all the way down to the next little village. I'm just hoping the GoPro worked as it should. Dave, have you got a set date yet of your final walk in Georgia? Thank you, Lisa. We got a lot of beaver, a lot of river otters, mink. They really like this canal. I'm telling you, when you get up here, you should be about close to 600 miles in by then. I got to get down in the Dayton area there, and so I say we could meet up there and walk that gorge. That's a beautiful walk. Pretty tough, but yeah. Might have took you a week, but you would have made it, I'm pretty sure. But here the storm damage never ends. I think we had a total of 14 trees come down last week. All by themselves. Yeah, well, I'm ready to get home and kick back and relax for the rest of the day. After this little walk, give you a shot here. I don't think they could decide on one name, so they just named it all of them. You too, Ray. Appreciate you coming in. Don't be a stranger. And we will meet up one day, Ray. Hopefully, me and Woody will get something set up here close to Northwest Ohio. Sometime this summer, I got a couple good spots that we can group camp, and $50 a night for all of us. And probably room for about 100. Private area, no other campers around, even close, and you're surrounded by 3 sides of water. And you can see what else I got to do Monday morning. This was a new one. Yeah, you will. I'm sure you will be up in the area about that time. They have about a 4-mile trail there, but it's a lot of blacktop going and just walking around the perimeter of the campground. I'm in Dayton all the time, Ray. Absolutely. We are down at exit 29 a lot, down at Lebanon, the Traders World Flea Market, Miami Valley Casino. That's my wife's favorite spot. Yep, that's right, Big Butter Jesus. North of Dayton, about 30 miles. I mean, you don't have to give me the town, but is that like around Middletown or? Or Sydney? Sometimes I hit Sydney there and cut across to 33. I mean, there's plenty of places down there that I haven't been yet, so. I've pretty much done all the state parks on I-75. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, well, that's a lot closer to me. It's probably not even an hour for me. Got a lot of mallards out here swimming around today. Quack! But you always see a green one and a brown one. Is that like the green is the male, the brown is the other one? I don't know. Pickerel, yeah. Our school plays pickerel a lot. Sports. All right, folks, it's been a quarter mile and we're now entering into the little 25 spot primitive campground. Going to be opening up here in about 3 weeks. I still got a lot of cleanup to do through this area too. All right, Ray, shoot me an email or anything if you want to exchange info. I am all about getting out and about, that's for sure. Yeah, we got a couple more coming in. It's never too late. Pretty good flowing water in the canal itself too. A lot of big catfish. Get pulled out there a lot. Stindy would love it. All right, man, I probably got about half a mile. I had to park way down through there today. Appreciate you stopping in, man. And to beat the law, I do it in hiking boots. There's a nice little addition to my camping spot. These babies are tall and heavy on top. The wind just rolls them right on out. Well, folks, I'm going to say 3 minutes and I'm going to be out of here. Like I say, most of you in the morning lives, you get to see this place every morning, just before daylight. Another one of these big 200-year-old hollowed out sycamore, the American sycamore. They say back in the old days, settlers and travelers, when they were around, looked for those types of trees to spend the night in when they traveled to and fro. So comes a crazy one on an e-bike. That's why I don't like the trail being so smooth. If you're going to hit the trail, you should be walking. How we doing?
Good.
Well, about 45 seconds, folks, and I will say my goodbyes now. Appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out in here. Nancy, thank you again for being a big supporter to us. Much appreciated. Nice little island over there that people like to drop a canoe in upriver and come down, and they'll camp out there for a week at a time. They say it's good fishing. So about 5 seconds here, folks, and we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye. Everybody have a great Saturday, and hopefully I will see you in the morning. I might need all the moderators I can get. Have a great day, folks. Stay safe.